your forecast first. Sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
All right, I don't know about you, but I'm kind of over all of this heat and humidity. I'm ready for those more fall-like temperatures to arrive. Unfortunately, we've got one more day we've got to get through, and then things start to take a turn. Starting to see cloud cover moving in here from the south. Believe it or not, that could actually be associated with the cloud shield from Laura, the hurricane that made landfall early this morning. Locally, it's just hot and humid. 85, factor in the humidity, though, and it feels like 93 degrees in Champaign. A muggy night expected for all. As I mentioned, major changes on the way. We'll talk about our thunderstorm potential and the cooler temperatures when we come back. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now on WCIA 3 News.
One inmate is dead and another in critical condition. The latest as state police begin an investigation.
We sent out undercover officers in plain clothes.
And they made 9 arrests where police pulled off this prostitution sting.
We're calling for justice for Jacob Blake.
And that fight has made its way to the state capitol.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 6.
I haven't been able to sleep. I feel like I'm numb all over. It don't seem real. I just feel like my baby's gonna call me.
His family has questions that remain unanswered about how their son died. Good evening, I'm Jennifer Roscoe. He was an inmate at the Iroquois County Jail who died there yesterday. 24-year-old Andre Maiden of Hoopeston was found unresponsive in the morning. We still don't know what led up to his death. WCIA 3's Jennifer Jensen is live outside of the jail. So, Jennifer, what else can you tell us?
Jennifer, an autopsy is scheduled for tomorrow to hopefully answer some of those pressing questions that the family still has about how Maiden died. State police are investigating this case. I contacted them today for the latest updates, but they said no other information is available right now. Maiden's family said he was feeling very sick a few days prior and that the jail staff neglected to give him proper medical care. While the sheriff's office did not respond to our questions about that, the lack of information right now is what's causing Maiden's family to be more distraught about his death.
Sad, I'm angry, I'm confused, I'm lost. I just want my baby back. He didn't deserve this. Even dogs are treated better.
To give you some context about Maiden's criminal history, he was in jail waiting jury trial in the fall. He was charged with first-degree murder for stabbing and killing 22-year-old Isaiah Nelson in November last year. Police arrested Maiden after he was found being treated for a stab wound as well. Now, like I said, an autopsy is scheduled for tomorrow morning, and we will continue to bring you the latest updates in what comes out of this investigation. Live in Watseka, I'm Jennifer Jensen, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Jennifer, thank you. Now, state police are also investigating another case that happened at the Iroquois County Jail. Another inmate was found unresponsive Tuesday night and is in critical condition at the hospital. His name hasn't been released. This is a follow-up. A Champaign man is accused of a deadly shooting from earlier this month. He is already in jail on another charge. 24-year-old Travoy Fonville is being charged with first-degree murder. Christopher Kelly was shot and killed in a parking lot on Bloomington Road. Police say several vehicles pulled into the lot. An argument followed, and more than 40 shots were fired. An undercover sting led to 9 arrests in Danville. Those people are facing charges for buying and selling sex. WCIA 3's Courtney Bunting joins us now. So, Courtney, how did police catch them?
Well, Jennifer, Danville police said they've been getting complaints about this for the last few months. And as you said earlier, they went undercover to find these people. Business owners told police they saw women walking up and down the sidewalks and getting picked up by men. It was all happening on the city's west side. Patrol Commander Terry McCord says police decided to stake out that area. And they noticed the same thing. But to bust these people, they had to build a case.
We sent out undercover officers in plain clothes to see, would they be approached by the suspected prostitutes, and then we came up with probable cause from that and made arrests.
Now, it wasn't just the male officers who were part of this undercover investigation. Female officers also posed as prostitutes to catch these people. Police arrested 7 men for trying to buy sex and 2 women for prostitution. McCord also mentioned that prostitution issues can lead to other crimes, for example, drugs and violence. He says police noticed it getting worse recently, and that's why, and they saw that those criminals were getting bolder, so they decided they needed to put a stop to it. Live in the newsroom, Courtney Bunting, WCIA3, your local news leader.
All right, Courtney, thank you so much for that. A 19-year-old from Springfield is in custody accused of sex crimes. Deputies say they responded to Sand Hill Road near Burr Oak Drive earlier this month for an alarm. When they got there, they found Alan Burris with a 14-year-old girl. Burris was later arrested on a warrant for criminal sexual assault, criminal sexual abuse, and unlawful restraint. The victim told family members Burris assaulted her before deputies got there. Professional athletes are calling for change after the shooting of Jacob Blake in Wisconsin. Almost every game was postponed in every major sports league last night, and tonight the NHL just announced its playoff games are postponed until the weekend. One team challenged their state lawmaker, and it sounded a lot like a move that's already been made in Illinois. WCIA3's Cole Henke has more.
The NBA and the WNBA schedules were full of games, but not a single one happened. Players from both leagues protested the shooting of Jacob Blake by police in Kenosha, Wisconsin, and the Milwaukee Bucks, who started the strike, asked their state leaders for change.
We're calling for justice for Jacob Blake and demand the officers be held accountable. For this to occur, it is imperative for the Wisconsin State Legislature to reconvene after months of inaction.
That call from the Milwaukee Bucks players echoed a similar one from a few Illinois Democratic lawmakers to return to this building behind me to deal with the same issues. But that came back in June, and so far, nothing has come of it.
Since then, there's been no legislation passed on the state level. There's been no, as far as I'm concerned, meaningful legislation passed in any of the larger to mid-sized cities.
Representative Cam Buckner wanted a special session on these issues. It didn't happen, though. Republicans wanted these sessions on ethics reform as well as looking into the governor's COVID response. Republican Senator Chapin Rose says that he's open to a special session to discuss these topics, like police training. But there are other ideas that he doesn't want any part of.
If it's to defund the police, that's a non-starter. And if it's simply to go back with this one issue, that isn't solving any of the other wide-ranging problems that are afflicting Illinois.
Reporting in Springfield, I'm Cole Henke, WCIA3, your local news leader.
Now, lawmakers will return to the Capitol in November for a veto session. If they do come back before then for a special session, what they can talk about will be limited. Speaker Madigan determined the list of topics when they were there back in May. There's a coronavirus outbreak in Christian County. 23 residents at the Taylorville Skilled Nursing and Rehab have tested positive. One person has died, another has recovered. There were also 6 staff members who were positive. The state has more than 1,700 positive tests. That makes 227,000 plus. The rate went up slightly to 4.1% positivity rate. There are 24 new deaths. There are more than 77,000 total. There are some new details concerning Urbana's emergency order. The city is adjusting its gathering order to include all private residential properties. The original proclamation went into effect last week. Urbana now says the amendment covers single-family homes. This order is aimed at reducing the spread of the virus. It caps gatherings at 10 people, plus those who live in the house. The emergency order will now expire on September 28th. This is a follow-up for you. We told you yesterday an MTD bus driver in Champaign-Urbana tested positive for COVID-19. Now other drivers are expressing concerns about their safety. One who asked to remain anonymous says they see 3 to 5 conflicts a day from passengers not wearing a mask, either getting verbal abuse from the passenger or having an argument between riders. MTD's website says they ask every rider to wear one and even give them out for free. But drivers say they can't refuse service because someone won't wear a mask.
Every day when I'm coming to work, I always have that in the back of my mind is not how well is this day going to go, it's okay, how am I going to prepare myself for these conflicts?
Now, this driver says MTD has done a good job considering everything going on, including keeping the buses clean between drivers. Doctors are learning more every day about the coronavirus, but a lot of questions are still out there, and we will try to answer some of them tonight. We are airing a special 30 minutes COVID-19 Just the Facts. That show is coming up at 6:30. The games keep getting canceled, like we just said, while Illinois' Kofi Cockburn says he is behind players taking a stand. And also tonight,
trying to get out away from the hustle and bustle of the cities.
If you are, we have just the place where you can see some of the state's most beautiful overlooks.
A little too warm for me for the old patio seating outside at local restaurants, but hey, to each his own. I'm not a big fan of that humidity, but that's our Roofing Dog iNet new camera in Decatur. Let's show you the recap of today. 87 and 74. Another warm one when we come back. More about the storm chances and when things turn cool.